Welcome to a special edition of Our Views. I'm Joel.
I'm James.
Breaking news.
Out of Ferguson, Missouri. But before we jump into this, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Bionic Lad, APA97. On YouTube, Our Views. On Facebook, Our Views 2015. Podomatic, Our Views. Follow us, like us, hate us, comment, like. Just tell us we're stupid.
Give us anything.
Oh, give it to us, baby.
Anyway, Dateline, Ferguson, Missouri.
1 year anniversary of the shooting of Michael Brown.
The unarmed black teen.
Pause up, don't shoot us, Cecil would say. We're going to jump right in. They had the peaceful protest yesterday in honor of the 1 year anniversary of Michael Brown, as we just stated. About 200 protesters having a 4.5-minute vigil for Michael Brown, signs, marches, protests, praying, demanding that the justice system looks into the racism in the police force.
Mostly somber events.
Oh, absolutely. And I totally support this, whichever side you're on. As long as it's peaceful, God bless your soul.
But unfortunately, as we all knew was probably going to happen,
It just couldn't stay that way.
Darkness fell and the criminal element came out and apparently looking for trouble.
No way.
Was
there looting?
There was looting. There was bottle throwing. There was rock throwing.
There better not have been any name calling.
There probably was name calling.
Sticks and stones.
It was probably offensive words that we're not allowed to say.
Stop it.
Yeah. But anyway, apparently there was some gunfire. Gunfire. A lot of gunfire.
Oh, at police?
At police.
Oh, no. That's a big no-no.
Yes, it's this one individual.
Was his name Tyrone?
It was his dad. I'm looking for Tyrone Jr.
Oh, Tyrone Harris Jr. to be
That's
precise.
the guy.
18 years old, out of St. Louis, Missouri.
He apparently decided it'd be a good idea to empty a few rounds into the windshield of an unmarked cruiser.
But you did say that there were very distinctive red and blue lights on the front of this unmarked cruiser.
There was, which I kind of amusing actually, but...
Then who would have known it was a cop car?
Well, apparently he knew what the red and blue lights meant.
Well, when they turned him on and he decided to run...
He didn't run, he decided to shoot.
Oh, no, from what I read, he was running away from the cops and turned around and decided to empty his gun into the windshield of the car.
Ah, and did they return fire?
They did, critically wounding him. He is now sitting in a hospital. 10 felony charges against him in critical condition, but don't worry, it's okay. His father and his aunt said this is all lies and there was no gun present.
No gun.
Yes, and let me tell you what, their word is their bond, because I gotta tell you right now in front of everybody, my son is Christ.
Really?
Has to be true, I said it.
Can I get absolution?
You're in!
Yay!
Yes, next one, come on down. Now get right back to business.
So if he didn't have a gun, what did he have? Did he stick his finger out and go bang?
I think it was a chicken finger.
A chicken finger. Didn't we suspend a kid from school for a chicken finger gun?
If the kid got suspended from school, then old Tyrone's going to prison. But for real, they marched on the St. Louis federal courthouse.
Today.
200 people, 50 of them crossed the barrier that they were told specifically do not cross. And what did they do?
They got arrested.
Yes, but don't worry. Jonetta Elzie, who has been a mainstay of the protest since this whole Michael Brown thing started, she tweeted just minutes before she was arrested. She goes, "If I'm not arrested today, I do not wish to die. I will not be starving myself. But when I get arrested, it's only because I'm black."
Of course. It's not because you crossed the barricade that you were told not to cross.
I'm not really sure about this, but I don't think you're supposed to protest in front of federal buildings. So this is probably a gift.
I think you probably can, but when they tell you this is the line... Don't cross it.
Right, but it's all about color in this issue.
Well, of course it is. They're making it up.
If you want to bring people to your cause, don't make it about yourself. It's supposed to be about the cause. They hung a banner that says racism still lives here. Hashtag fight back. It was a national day of civil disobedience in Ferguson.
So was Black Lives Matter there?
I didn't read any reports about this, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, this is what started it. Well, it didn't start it, actually.
No, Black Lives Matter came from Trayvon.
Yes. But this was also part of it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is just building. Once it gets rolling, nothing good is going to come from this. But the courthouse arrests were today. There was looting, multiple gunfire I read while the police chief was trying to give an interview to reporters. He had to stop it. He said, "We're trying to talk about the good we're doing, and as you can see, it's failing."
It has. It's really too bad that all of these peaceful protests, somber remembrances of this poor kid who, he was a kid. I mean, he got what was apparently coming to him, but nonetheless, let's stick with the protests that were mostly peaceful.
Mostly peaceful.
We got to protect these people.
They have a right.
The criminal element out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. They have a right to protection. They have a right to be able to protest peacefully and not expect harm to come to them.
And that's what the police are there to do. Let them protest. Let them have their thing. But when you pull out firearms and start looting stores
and shooting at cops,
the police are going to step in and they're going to arrest you.
You know what? I'm not afraid to admit that in this situation I'm white. But I'll tell you what, if I point one of my guns at a cop, I expect him to empty that clip right into my sorry white ass because he wants to go home. And God knows that my ass could handle a whole clip. This is ridiculous. Okay, we need to stop. You don't want to talk about racism. You want to make it all about the color card. Stop it. Act peacefully. That's how people respect you.
You point a weapon at a police officer, he's going to shoot you.
No matter what color you are. I know this is a newsflash. I know this is probably something that nobody out there knew. Yes, there are some pretty bad cops out there, but there are some that just want to end their shift and go home intact so they can see their wife and kids.
And Ferguson did have a problem with racism in the police department. It's been addressed. Hopefully it's been addressed.
Yeah, I mean, racism is still wrong. It doesn't matter what side of the barrier you're on.
Racism's always going to exist. You're never going to stamp it out entirely.
Absolutely not.
Which is sad, but that's the world we live in.
But I feel like we've gone back to the 60s.
Well, they kind of brought it back that way.
And I think that's an agenda. And I don't think it's necessarily the black crowd that is causing this. I don't
think it is. I think they're useful idiots.
I think there's somebody whispering in their ear who's dictating all this.
As Lenin would say, we'd call them useful idiots.
Yes, and unfortunately, these guys have fallen right into that trap.
They have. And what can we do?
Well, I don't know. In the good words of old Cecil, paws up, don't shoot, baby. So, if there's anything out there you want to add, please go ahead and tweet us. Get on our Facebook. Go to YouTube. Go to Podomatic. Tell us we suck. We know we do. Hell, our wives even said. But until next time, these are our views. What are yours?